You started a trade subcontractor thinking the companies I've worked for make so much money and treat me like crap. F 'em, I'll start my own company. But now you realize it's not that easy. It usually goes like this. You start by reaching out to GC superintendents you've worked with in the past to get in touch with the right people to bid their projects. They say, "That's awesome. We need a great sub like you." And they promise to introduce you to people and get you on their bid list. But after a few months of nothing happening, you realize it's never going to happen. Scrambling to find work, you turn to any networking event or bid platform, desperately trying to build a name for yourself because you just need one project that has that reference and they'll flock to you. But the projects you find are already bid by 10 other people. So you spend months bidding and losing project after project, wondering, what am I doing wrong? Eventually, you land a project, but reality hits you quick. You haven't ever had to do any of this paperwork just to show up on site, let alone do any work. Again, more countless hours of pecking away at your keyboard, turning in project documents just so the GC will get off your back and let you work. It's finally your time to shine. You knock out everything so quick and you have a ton of savings on labor thinking, finally got my foot in the door and I've got a project under my belt for reference. But when you bill, you find out the hard way you aren't going to collect that money for over 2 months. And what kind of crap is that? Reality sets in, and you tell yourself, it's just the game I have to play, and it'll work out. Everyone else is doing it. While you keep repeating that process to find a new project, months go by, and you still haven't been paid for that last one. You have vendors calling and emailing daily with overdue invoices, but you don't have the money to do anything. You are in a horrible spot, my friend. You sunk thousands of dollars into this project, and you can't get the PM from the general contractor to answer your phone call to collect payment. Your thoughts start to spiral, telling you you've let your wife down, you've let your kids down. You're in so much debt, you're even considering bankruptcy just to go back to working for someone else again. Why did you decide to even try this? That is exactly why 73.6% of construction companies fail within 10 years. It's not easy, and it's not intuitive. The rules are mainly just made up project to project by the owners and the clients that you don't have the experience dealing with, normally being on a larger team. If you don't know who I am, I'm Josh Luebker, the Construction CFO. I've spent the last decade managing 8 and 9 figure contracts as a subcontractor, learning the ins and outs how to play that game. I've spent the last year boiling down all of my decade of experience into something tangible to help subcontractors take those symptoms you feel every single day and put them into the 5 pillars of a profitable subcontractor. Think of your business as a building. You have a foundation that's solid with footers holding it in place for stability. Think of each of these pillars as a footer keeping your business stable. And if there are any cracks in those pillars, your foundation feels unstable, and every day you'll feel like something just isn't right, even though you can't put your finger on it. And if this sounds like you, check out the rest of the mini series found here